Hi friends, in this video both Maruti and I will be taking the quant section of slot 1. I hope you learn how to take a test through this video. Moreover, if you are planning for CAT 2022, please do check out Krakows Dash Cats. They are the best mock cats out there. We make them with a lot of care, with a lot of thought, and about the exact difficulty level that cat is as cat as such. So please do check out Krakows Dash Cats. We have 15 Dash Cats. Apart from that, we also give 3 free mocks. So please do check out our free mocks. Take the free mocks and then you can take a look at our Dash Cats. Apart from that, a very important point for all students to remember, whether you are a free student of Krakow or a premium student of Krakow, please do check out previous year's papers on Krakow. We have them both in the PDF format where you can download the PDF and then take a look at the mock, all the questions with explanations, or you can actually take it in the mock format. This is something that I would definitely recommend, taking previous year's CAT papers in the mock format. Nothing can quite recreate the experience of taking a CAT like a previous year paper taken in the mock format. So please do take these previous year CATs. If you have taken one of the CAT, please do check out the other slots also. Take them in the mock format so that you can see how you could have actually done in those particular slots as well. So please do check out previous year's CAT papers. We have them for all the years available, not just for CAT but for all MBA exams as such. So whether you are taking SNAP, XAT or any MBA exam, please do check out our previous year's papers. We have them. Every single available paper is up with detailed solutions. So please do check out our previous year's papers. Hi friends, welcome to Krakows video series. I am Saili Kale. In this particular video, I am going to attempt the quant section of slot 1. So my slot in CAT 2021 was slot 2, so I have not seen slot 1. I'll be doing a blind attempt of that slot. In this video, basically I want to show how you should go about attempting, how you should actually have an idea of what to attempt and what to skip as such. I'm directly going to section 3, so it will begin with this quant section as such. In this, going in, my strategy is going to be that I know my strengths are arithmetic and functions and logarithms. These are generally that I can solve in less time. So those are generally the questions I attempt first. Then in my second attempt, I take a look at all geometry questions and so on. So whatever I spend less time on, I tend to attempt it first. Otherwise I move on. So that is generally the strategy that I go for. Okay, so with that I will begin. Essentially just how to actually go about attempting. That is what you should try to learn through this video. One more thing, we have all the previous papers including CAT 2021 on our website in mock format, and this is something that you should absolutely do. If you have taken CAT 2021, please attempt the other 2 slots in the actual format so that you know what can go right and what can go wrong. You have an idea of what how each slot would have looked like. If you have not taken CAT before, even then please do take all of the 3 slots in the actual mock format. These are the best indicators of how the actual CAT is going to be like. So you should take one slot at the start of the year to see where you essentially stand. Then as you prepare closer to the actual CAT 2022, take some of the more of other slots so that you have an idea of how you have improved and what are the areas that you need to work on. So please do take the previous papers. We have PDFs also, but we also have them in actual mock format. So please try to take them as a mock. Okay. So with that, let me get into the zone and then we will start with the third section. So let's get started. Okay. 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 So fastest train is 160 by 12 meters per second. So this is 40 by 3 meters per second. That is 40 by 3 into 5 by 18. No, 18 by 5. Sorry, 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. So this is 8. This is 6. So this is 48 kilometer per hour. So the other train is 42 kilometer per hour, and together they will be 90 kmph. So 90 kmph, they take 14 seconds. 90 is 5 by 18, so that is 25 meters per second together. So 25 meters per second, they take 14 seconds. So this is equal to 50 into 7. So this is 350 meters together. This is this. So the other one is 190 meters. Next, if the area of a regular hexagon is equal. Okay, so root 3 by 4 a square is equal to so this is 6 into this is equal to root 3 by 4 into 12 square. The area of a regular hexagon is equal to the area of an equilateral triangle of side 12 centimeters. Root 3 by 4. So this goes away. So a square is equal to 12 square by 6. So this is 2 into 12. This is 24. A is root 24, that is 2 root 6. This is easy, so I'll just do it because these are very simple geometry questions. So this is one, this is one, this is CD, and so 60. So and okay, you have to find 80. So you have sorry, this is O. So A B C D. Now to find AT as such. So this I have to find. So I have this and this. Okay. I think I'll have to use like cosine rule to do that. So so this is angle would be, this is 30, this is 60 and 60. So this is 150 degrees. 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 120, 30, 150 degrees. This is 150 degrees, and this is an easy way for me to do that. This is 1, this is 60. So this will be tan 60 would be root 3 is equal. So this is root 3. This is 2. So this is 2, this is root 3, and this is 150 degrees. So using cosine rule, how much is this? So cos 150 is equal to cos 150 is equal to e square plus e square minus e square upon 2 is it. So this 2 square plus root 3 the whole square minus x square. B square plus c square minus a square upon 2bc, right? That's equal to 2 into root 3. So this is first 150 would be 90 plus 60. So this is one. This is 90 plus 60. This is 150 degrees. 90. This is 30. So this would be cos would be, this is 1. So cos 130 would be how much? This is minus. This is 30. So this would be essentially minus cos 30, right? So minus cos 30 would be how much? Cos 30 is minus is 3 by root 3 by 2. So this will be minus root 3 by 2, I think. Yeah, minus root 3 by 2. So minus root 3 by 2 is equal to, this is 4. So 7 minus x square divided by 4 root 3. So this is 2. So minus 2 root 3. So that is minus 6 is equal to 7 minus x square. So that would mean that this is equal, x square is equal to 13, x is equal to root 13. So this is equal. I have to, I think I should focus only on this, on arithmetic. I am not being time efficient. I'm going to work alone in 15 days. Okay, so Vinu works every day. So, okay, so what happened? Okay, so you have day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so on this day, Vinu works every day. So every day Vinu is there. Anu works on alternate days starting from the first day. So this is Anu. And Manu works on alternate days starting from the second day. So this is Manu. So in a 2 day slot, we have this is say 15, 12, 20. So say 300 units are there. 300 units of work. 300 units is enough. Yeah, 300 units of work is supposed to be done. So when Anu does 20 units per day, uh, Vinu does 300 by 12, so that is 100 by, so this is 25 units, and Manu does 15 units a day. Okay, 20 days. Yeah, so 15 units. So V plus A is equal to 45. So this is 45 units. V plus M is equal to 50. No, 40, sorry, 40. So 45 and 40, 45 and 40. So in 2 days you have 95 units done, and in 4 days, so 95 units per day, per 2 days. So into this is 300 units total, right? So we into 3 would be how much? This would be 285. 285 units are done in 6 days. So in 6 days, 285 units are done. Then you have seventh day, you have Vinu and Anu working. So the number of days to complete the work, so 6 days, 285 is done. So 7th day you finish the other remaining units. So the number of days to complete the work is 7. The amount of on a day is equal to Sita alone earns in 6 days. The amount Sita and Nita together earn in a day equals what Geeta alone. Okay, the ratio then. So let's say so there is Nita, Geeta, and Sita, and so Nita plus Geeta is equal to 6 times Sita, and together in a day equals what Sita alone earns in 6 days. Amount Sita and Sita and Nita earn in a day is equal together 2 times Geeta. Okay, fine, I get the this. So essentially n minus 2g minus n is equal to s. So this is equal to how much? This is equal to 12g minus 6n, right? So essentially we get that 11g is equal to 7 times n. So g is equal to 7 by 11 times n. That would mean that this is 14 by 11. 14 by 11 minus a, so uh, then you have so n earns the most, and uh, Geeta earns 7 by 11 times n. So n 7 by 11 times n, which is this is Nita, this is Geeta. If this is the case, then how much does Sita earn? Sita earns 2g minus n. So that is 14 by 11 times n minus n is equal to s, right? So this is equal to how much? This is 3 by 11n. So this is 3 by 11n. So highest to earns the most, the one who earns the least is 11 is to 3. So let's go 5. Okay, this is okay speed. Onion is so 5 consecutive months. Okay, very odd. This. So suppose these guys spend 100 rupees per month. Okay, so the first year this they get 10 kgs and they spend 100. Okay, per you have to find in rupees per kg, right? So first month they spend 100, and then they spend then they spend half that amount on onion for the each of the next 2 months. So they spend 50 and 50. Okay, so this is the 5 months as such, 5 consecutive months. This would get them 10 kg, this would get them 5 kg, this would get them 4 kg, this would get them 2 kgs, and this would get them 1 kg as such. Okay, so total amount that is spent is 300, 400 rupees, and 400 rupees they got 15, 19, 21, 22 kgs by 22 kgs. So rupees per kg is how much? Over these 5 months, it's close 400 by 22. Closest to, so 18 would be the closest to 18. The number of groups of 3 or more distinct numbers that can be chosen from. Okay, number of groups of 3 or more distinct numbers. That seems almost purchases sometimes for rupees 8 each to sell busy higher. Perfect. So suppose he has say n pens. So you have 1200 plus 11 times n minus 100. Okay, this is the selling price, total selling SP1. Okay, if he does this, this is equal to 8n plus 300. Okay, and plus the x, which is the wage of the employee. To say if it says 100 and 11 each, she makes a profit of 300. Okay, fine. So we have 1200 plus 9 into n minus 100. This is equal to 8n minus 300 plus x. Okay, because net loss of 300 of the 8n, so 8 times n plus x is the this. Okay, fine, got it. Okay. So we have to find out x essentially over here. So if I minus this, I get 2 times n minus 100. 2 times n minus 100 is equal to how much? This is equal to this minus this. N minus 100 is equal to 600. So 2n minus 200 is 2n is equal to 800, n is equal to 400. If n is equal to 400, if I put this in, so I get 1200 plus 11 times 300 is equal to 8 times n, so 3200 plus 300 plus x. So this is equal to how much? This is 3300, so 4500, 1000. Okay. Basket of 2 apples. Basket of apples, 406 numbers for the same as a basket of 1 apple. Okay, fine. So 2 apples plus 4 oranges plus 6 mangoes costs the same as a basket of 1 apple plus 4 oranges plus 8 mangoes, or a basket of, so this is equal to, or a basket of 8 oranges plus 7 mangoes. Okay, fine. So this is equal, so this means that 4 oranges, so essentially this cancels. 1 apple is equal to 2 mangoes, and This also means 1 apple is equal to 2 mangoes. So essentially I can write this as 4 oranges plus 4 10 mangoes is equal to 8 oranges plus 7 mangoes, right? An apple is equal to 2 mangoes, 4 10. Yeah, so so I get 4 oranges is equal to 3 mangoes. So if I have all of this number of mangoes in the basket that are the same cost as other baskets, so this is basically how much? This is 4 oranges. So this means that 8 oranges is equal to 6 mangoes, right? 8 oranges. So this would be equal to 6 plus 13 mangoes. 13, 13, 13. Number of integers that end the satisfied inequality is next one. How many three-digit numbers are greater than 100 and increase by 198 when the three digits are arranged in the reverse order? Okay, so you have A, B, C. If I do C, B, A, so essentially 100A plus 10B plus C, and this becomes a 100C plus 10B plus A. If I take the difference, essentially 99C plus 99C minus 99A is equal to 198. So that means C minus A is equal to 2. So we need three-digit numbers that are greater than 100 that actually have this kind of this. So basically C minus A is equal to 2 increase by 198. So essentially C has to be greater than A, not okay. So C is greater than A. So essentially if A is 1, then C has to be, so 103, then 204, 103. So 1x3, 2x4, 3x5 and so on till like you have 3 digit would be 9x11, no, 8x10, no, 7x9. So that would be the last digit. When the 3 are, so this is how many? 7, and each of these x can be taken in this, so 70, right? And 0 to 9, so you're 10, 70, yeah. Annual investor money at a fixed rate of interest. So 1 plus r is equal to how much? This is equal to 8006 866.72 divided by 806.25. So that is one. So 7.5% is the rate of interest. Okay. So 7.5%. Okay, 1 plus r. And 1 raised to second and third year. So we have PAR, PR square plus 2PR plus PR P into 1 plus R minus 2, so this is PR, then P plus 1 minus plus R square, P into 1 plus R square minus P, so that is PR square plus 2PR minus 2, so this is minus 2 times PR, yeah. Okay, and third year would be P into 1 plus R the whole cube minus P, so this would be P, I'm doing something wrong. So this is, suppose hospital admitted, So you have A and B. Suppose this is X. Suppose this is X. This is X plus 21. And so this is say Y. This is Y plus 3. Average recovery days for patient 3 more than average. So this is xy plus 21y. This is xy plus 3x. So this is equal to 200 and this is equal to 152. So basically, then you have to find out x, right? Xy plus 3x minus x has to be a this uh, x has to be a integer, so y also has to be integer, otherwise x can be okay. Okay, let's see. This one, so this is 1, 2, 3. So y can be multiples of 3 only, right? Or no, that's not needed. So x minus 7y is equal to 16. So x is equal to 16 plus 7y. So x can be equal to so, so 16 plus 7y times y plus 3 is equal to 200. 7y square plus 16 plus 21y is 16 plus 21 is 37y plus 48 is equal to 200. So 7y square plus 37y minus 152 is equal to 0. 152 into 7, this is 76 into 40, 38 into 28, 19 into 56. This is 37, right? No, 30, 16, yeah. So yeah, so this is 7y square plus 56y minus 19y minus 152 is equal to 0. 56 of 7 times y plus 8 minus 19 times y plus 8. So, y is equal to 19 by 7. Y is equal to minus 8. Y can't be equal to minus 8. So y is equal to 19 by 7. So this is equal to 19 plus, so 35. 35. Okay. No, no, a good question to attempt. Bad question. So the circle of diameter is so you find this seems easy. So you have A, B, C. B is 90. BC is 10. Okay, this is 8 inches. More than 18. This is 8. This is 8. is 8, this is 2, this is some power for A, this of A, then the variable triangle. My brain is not working right now. F of x is negative if and only if x is equal to 4, this or okay, if x is equal to 4, what is the value? If x is equal to 4, this is equal to 16 plus 8 minus 15 divided by 16 minus 28 minus 18. This is 24 minus 15, so 9 and negative. So when x is equal to 4, this is negative. So it is A or D, if and only if, yeah, plus 16 plus 8 minus 15, and this is 16 minus 28 minus 18. Yeah, so when x is equal to 4, it is negative. So this and this is eliminated. Now consider these two, minus 5. X is equal to 0. What is the value? If x is equal to 0, it is equal to minus 15 by minus 18. So it is positive when x is equal to 0. So essentially when x is equal to 0, it should not be part of the, both are not part of the x equal to minus 3. X equal to minus 3, what is the value? X equal to minus 3, it is 9 minus 6 minus 15 divided by 9 minus plus 21 minus 18. So this is positive, this is negative, so it is negative even at x equal to minus 3. So this is 2. Yep. If I remember, I have very little time left. Minus. So that is essentially I'll take all log of this side, so remove the log. So this is essentially 10 raised to 5 divided by 1 plus x raised to half plus 4 times s plus, so that is into 1 minus x the whole square is equal to, this is equal to log of 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. So this is so this is root 1 minus x. So 10 raised to 5 into 1 minus x raised to 2 and a half is equal to 1. So 1 minus x raised to 2 and a half is equal to 10 raised to minus 5. So 2.5. So this is not 1 minus x is equal to 10 raised to minus 2. So 0.01. So x is equal to, okay, so 100x 100 minus 100x is equal to 1. So 100x is equal to 99. Okay, cool. This is simple. Akbar and Kunal working together. Amar plus so this is 1 year, so that is 12 months, 16 months and 24 months, right? So let's say we have a good round figure of
120 would be 120, no, let's take 144 months. So 144 units, say. So that means that per month, uh, so Amar plus Akbar complete it in 1 year. So Amar plus Akbar complete it in 1 year. So 144 units. So they do 12 units per month as such. 12 units per month. Akbar plus Anthony do it in 16 months. So that is 9 units per month. And Anthony plus Amar can complete it in 24 months. So that is 6 units per month. So clearly, Amar and Akbar has the highest this. So Amar minus Anthony is 3 units. Amar plus Anthony is 6 units. Right. M minus An is equal to 3 units. So add them up together. Am is equal to 4.5. An is equal to 1.5. So An is the slowest. If this guy is 4.5, Amar is AK is equal to 7.5. So 7.5, yeah. So the slowest, who is the person who is neither fastest nor the slowest. So that is 4.5. So he does 4.5 units a month. 144 divided by 4.5. This so uh, one 1.5 times divided by 3 would be 4, uh, 12, so 2, 48. So multiplied by 2, 96 by 3. So this is 96 by 3, it is equal to 20, sorry, 32. 32 months he would, in time in months, he would take 32 months. Right? Very little time left. If this is this, then I should be. So x2 is equal to 3 by 1, so 3. X4 is equal to x3 is equal to 4 by 2, so that is 2. And x4 is equal to 3 by 3, that is 1. X5 is equal to 2 by 2, that is 1. X6 is equal to 2, right? 2 by 1, so 2. So x7 is equal to 3 by 1, so that is 3. X8 is equal to 4 by 2, that is 2. Okay, so you have 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. So essentially, you have the general format is 2 plus 5, right? Plus 5, so 2 and 7. So x2022 would be x2022 would be 3. So x2021 would be 2. The 10th one. Okay. See, 800 cc bottles available. So how much? 33%. So 800 by, so 30 800 by 3 grams of indigo in the first one, and you have 17%, so 800 by 6 grams of indigo in the second one, 100 by 17. Okay, so you have part of the first solution is thrown away and replaced by equivalent. Now this is changed to so suppose x is thrown away out of it. So forget that, 33% and 17%, and what order should they be mixed so that you get 21? So you get this is 4, this is 12. So you should have this in the ratio 1 is to 3 ratio. So if it is 400, so you have 200 cc's left in the other bottle. 600 cc would have been. Yeah. So this cost is a grams, this is b grams, this is say cost is x, this is 2x, x by a is b by 2x is into 88% is equal to b by 2x by b. Okay, so we have to find we have to find 2 by 88%, so this is equal, so C2 by 0.88 is equal to then the percentage will be 1.27. Natural numbers are grouped in. Yo, the other ones it is easy. Okay, I got 48. I got 16 correct. Yeah, I skipped 6, I got 16 correct. Okay. I don't think I was very efficient in the way I solved. I think I could have solved one more question if I had been more efficient in my time allocation as such. But I looked at all of the questions, so I'm okay with that as such. I don't think I left very easy questions. I solved anything that was very easy. The one that I skipped, I think, were not on the easy side. So I'm okay with this as such. Let's see, I'll 48 I feel is a okay score. I think with some more better time management, I think I could have done better in the this as such. So this is my attempt as such for slot 1 quant.
Google search CrackU free CAT mocks. Click on the first link. You can attempt 3 latest mocks in the actual exam interface. After completing the test, you get detailed solutions, analysis, and percentile along with your scorecard to gauge your All India performance. Click on the solutions to get video solutions from our expert faculty.
Hi all, my name is Maruti. I am the co-founder of CrackU. In this video, I'll be solving CAT 2021 slot 1 quant section. I have taken CAT 2021 in slot 2, so I haven't seen the questions of slot 1 and slot 3. I plan to take the quant and if possible LRDI sections of slot 1 and slot 3. I'm starting with slot 1, quant 1. Let us get started. But before we start, there are a few caveats. One of the things is because I'm taking the quant section directly, I'm not too tired. Normally when I come to the quant section after taking verbal and LRDI, I'll be slightly more tired. Secondly, I'm not taking it in an exam format, so probably I'm not as nervous. So these are the two things that you should keep in mind. My strategy for quant is very simple. I try to get the questions correct, as many as possible when I'm starting. If I feel that I'm stuck in any question after the first 30 to 40 seconds, I ignore it and I go to the next question. I try not to spend more than a minute or minute and a half in any question if I'm stuck at it, because then I come back to them later on and I try to solve those questions. This strategy will ensure that if there are any easy questions towards the end, I won't lose out on them. There is a chance that there is an easy question which I have looked and I'm not able to answer it. That is possible. But most likely there won't be an easy question which I haven't attempted because I haven't seen it. So having said that, let us get started. I'm just trying to check if my pages and all are working fine. I think my pen is working fine. I think my pages are also should be okay. There is just some issue with my tech. Okay. I think it is fine. So let us get started. I'll first open this. Okay, we'll continue with section 3. So this is the quant section of slot 1. Two trains cross each other in 14 seconds. Faster train is 160 km/h. This is 160 and it can cross in 12, so its speed is 160 by 12. The speed of the other train is 6 km/h lesser. So what is this in meter per second? This is into 18 by 5. This is 32. This is 80. This is 16. So this is 48 km/h. So the shorter one is 42 km/h. Okay, and they cross each other in 14 seconds. Okay, 42 into 5 by 18. This. I'm just a little nervous because the start is not very good, but I think it is okay. This is a fairly straightforward question, but I think I didn't start off well. Okay, let us get in 14 seconds, right? So I'll come back to it. This is a fairly simple question, but I'm not able to think properly, so I'll come back to it. The area of a regular hexagon is equal to the area of an equilateral triangle of side 12 centimeters, the length in centimeters of each side of the hexagon. I don't remember the formula of the area of a hexagon, but it should be easily calculatable. This is 7. This is S and S. This is S and S. So this will be, this is 120 degrees. So this will be 30 degrees. So if this is S, this has to be S by 2. This also has to be S by 2. So this will be S root 3. So area will be S square into root 3. This is the area of the rectangle in the middle. And the area of the triangles will be half into S root 3 into S by 2. And this is 2 times that. So this will be the overall area. So this is S square into root 3 into 3 by 2. This is the area of the hexagon. Area of the hexagon is equal to the area of the equilateral triangle of side. This is root 3 by 4 into 12 into 12. So you can cancel root 3. This is 3. This can be cancelled. So S has to be square root of 24. Square root of 24 will be 2 square root of 6. So this is fine. Suppose the length of a side of a regular hexagon is 2 centimeters. If T is the midpoint, length of each side of a regular hexagon ABCD is 2 centimeters. If T is the midpoint of CD. So let us assume that this is A, B, CD, this is T, then the length of AT. Okay, we are required to calculate the length of AT. Oh, this is 2, this is 2, and this is 1. Again, this is not very difficult, it just involves calculations. I'm not super happy about. So in a hexagon, this will be 2 times that. So this is, what is this length? This will be 4, AD will be 4, and DT is 1. And what is this? This will be 60 degrees. So I think this is a cosine rule we can use. So this is basically a triangle. One side is 4, one side is 1, and the angle between them is 1 degree. So what is the length of this one? This is 4 and this is 1. So this will be 4 square plus 1 square minus 2 times 4 into 1 into cos of 60 is 1. Okay, divided by 2 times 4 into 1. This will be equal to that c square. 4 square and 1 square is 17. This is 13. Okay. Okay. So it will be square root of 13. There won't be any denominator. I just messed up the cosine rule. Square root of 13 I think should be fine. Anu, Vinu and Manu complete a work alone. Anu in 15, 12 and 20 days. So A is 15, V is 12 and M is 20. Vinu works every day. Okay. Anu works only on alternate days. And while Manu works on alternate days starting from the second day. Okay. This guy also is alternate. Okay. The number of days required to complete the job. This is simple. Let us assume job is 60. So Anu will do 3, Vinu will do 5, Anu will do 4, Vinu will do 5, and Manu will do 3 units. Manu is working every day, so this guy is 5, 5, 5, 5. Who is working on the first day? Anu is working on the first day, so this is 4, 4. So on Manu is working on alternate days, so this is 3 and 3. So first day is 9, second day is 8, third day is 9, fourth day is 8. So this is 17, 34, 43, 51. I think this should be 50, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 36 plus 24. Yeah. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days. Let us go to the next one. I want to keep making up time. The amount Neeta and Geeta together in 1 day is equal to what Sita alone earns in 6 days. So N plus G is equal to 6s. Amount Sita and Neeta together earn in a day, N plus S is equal to 2G. The ratio of the daily earnings of the one who earns the most to the one who earns the least. I think this should be again not very difficult. I just subtract this to G minus S is equal to 6S minus 2G, or 7S is equal to 3G, or the value of G is equal to 7 by 3S. Okay, now N plus 7 by 3S is equal to 6S. So if I take it that side, this will be 11 by 3S. So it should be 11 by 3, right? N by S has to be 11 by 3. I'm just worried that I might have committed some silly mistakes in this question because I'm not super comfortable with how I'm solving this. Onion is sold in 5 consecutive months at the rate of 10. Normally I spend some time to ensure that it is matching properly, but here as you can see I'm making some silly mistakes with the cosine rule with these numbers, so I'm worried that that will entail some silly mistakes in the answers also. 10, 20, 25, 25, 50. The family spends fixed amount of money on onion on each of the first 3 months. So these 3 months fixed amount, and then spends half of that amount on onion for the next 2 months, and then half of it. This is H and this will be H by 2. The average expense for onion in rupees per kg over these 5 months is closest to. So this is H by average expense per kg, right? And then spends half that amount on onion. So how does the total amount really matter? Again, I'll come back to this. Just not able to focus properly, so let me come back to it. the number of groups of 3 or more distinct numbers that can be chosen from 1 to 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, so that the group always includes 3 and 5, while 7 and 8 are never included together. Oof. Okay, so these two can be eliminated. These two are always there, so there is no choice. So from 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 and 8, we need to pick one or more. Suppose we are always including 7, or we are including 8, or not 7 or 8. These are the three cases we have to consider. If you are always including 7, this is 1, 2, 3. There is 8 choices here. If you are always including 8 also, we have 8 choices. If you are neither including 7 or 8, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 minus 1 is 15. So this has to be the answer, 31. Amal purchases some pens at 8. To sell these, he hires an employee at a fixed wage. He sells 100 of these pens at rupees 12. So he's making 1200 and 100 are sold. The cost price is 800. We'll keep note of it. The many pens are sold at 11. And 11 into x minus 8 is the profit. Into x minus 8, what am I doing? Into x minus 100. This is the total money that he's making. And he spends 8 into x minus 100. And then makes a if remaining pens are sold at 11, and he makes a net profit of 300, while makes a net loss of 300. Wow, we're not very happy, man. 1200. So basically the difference between 11 into x minus 100 and 9 into x minus 100, this is 600. Okay. So this will imply that 2 times x minus 100 is equal to 600. Or basically the total number of pens he bought is 400. Okay, let's remember that. From the first set he made a profit of 400. From this 11 into x minus 100, what is this 11 into x minus 100? This will be 3 into x minus 100, correct? That is the profit from the remaining x minus 100 pens. So that will be 900. What am I doing? Something. Oh yeah. The profit is 1300. In the other scenario, it will be 300. So it will be 700. So in 1300, the 1000 I think should be okay. Again, see, these are things where it is not registering in my mind, the questions, for some reason. So probably I'm making some mistake. A basket of 2 apples, 4 oranges, 2 apples, 4 oranges, and 6 mangoes cost the same as, okay, 2 apples plus 4 oranges plus 6 mangoes cost the same as 1 apple plus 4 oranges plus 8 mangoes. Really? Okay, we are cancelling oranges. Okay, cool. So apple is equal to 2 mangoes. This is cool, I like this. Or a basket of 8 oranges. Okay, this is also equal to 8 oranges plus 7 mangoes. So a plus m is equal to 8 oranges. So 3m is equal to 8 oranges. The number of mangoes in a basket of mangoes has the same, the number of mangoes in a basket of mangoes that has the same cost as the other baskets. Okay. Okay. So this is the number of mangoes. Okay. So this is 8O plus 7m, right? So this is 10m. The number of integers that satisfy, okay, this is n minus 60 is less than n minus 100 is less than n minus 20. Okay, some pain. This seems like some small pain. So let us assume that to make things easy and less complicated, I'll come back to this later. But very good chance I'll make a mistake in this. How many 3-digit numbers greater than 100 are greater than 100 and increased by 198 when the 3 digits are arranged in reverse order? So this should be easy. A, B, C. Okay, A has to be greater than 1, greater than or equal to 1. So this is 100A plus 10B plus C. When it is arranged in reverse order, it is 100C plus 10B plus A. The difference between these two is 198. So this would imply that 99C minus 99A is equal to 198, or C minus A is equal to 2. I expected this to be a theta question on this. So C minus A has to be 2. B can be any number. Okay, B can take any value. B can be 0 or more. So first the choice for B is 10. And C and A, C is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this is 70. C can take 7 values. For each of them, A will be C minus 2. B can take 10 values. And he'll invest some money at a fixed rate of interest compounded annually. Let me slightly pick up speed because I have to come back to those 3 questions. Okay. Invest some money at a fixed rate of interest compounded annually. Okay. Let that be S. Interest accrued during the second and third year. Second year is 806.25 and third year is 866.72 and the fourth year is nearest to. Okay. So S into 1 plus R whole square minus S into 1 plus R is equal to this interest rate I1. Let this be X and let this be Y. And S into 1 plus R whole cube minus S into 1 plus R whole square is equal to Y. This is X and this is Y. I'll divide both of them. 1 plus R, this is 1 plus R, I take common, into R into S. This is equal to X. And this is S into 1 plus R whole square, right? 1 plus R whole square into R is equal to Y. Okay, if I divide both of them, I'm going to get 1 plus R. 1 plus R is equal to Y by X. This I can calculate. And so I'll calculate R. And what I need to calculate is S into 1 plus R whole cube into R. This is what I need to calculate. So basically I'll just multiply it with, I'll get the value of 1 plus R and then I'll multiply it with Y. What is 1 plus R? 866.72 divided by 806.25 is equal to into 866.931.72. Suppose a hospital admitted A for 21, suppose, and all eventually recorded. A is equal to B minus 21, all of them recovered. Some of the recovery days for patients in hospital A and B is 200. This is such a morbid question. 152. If the average recovery days for patients is 3 more than the average in hospital B. Okay. Okay. In hospital A is okay. Let average be equal to of B be X, so this will be X plus 3. Okay. So what we are told is that X plus 3 into A is equal to 200. And we are told that X into A plus 21 is equal to 152. This is the information we have. We are required to calculate A. I'll just A can be 4. Now, what are the factors of 152? One factors of 152. We can calculate it, but this way I think it will be easy. A can be 76, 38, 19, 19 and 8 and 4 and 2. Okay. I'm trying to find out x and x plus 3. One of these has to be x. Okay, and what are the factors of 200? They are 100, 50, 25, 20, 10, 8. Actually, a plus 21 has to be one of these, no? It has to be 152. So a has to be either 76 minus 38 minus 20. Nothing is adding. Is 20. Suppose hospital A admitted 21 less COVID patients than hospital B, and what is the thing recovered? Okay. The sum of the recovered is 200 and 152. Okay. Yeah. This has to work, man. Why is this not working? Oh, I wanted to get this correct. A circle of diameter 8 inches is inscribed in a drawing. This is ATC, B is 90 degrees, BC is 10. Okay, this is A. This is A plus 10 minus C divided by 2, we are told is equal to 4. And this is 8. And this is 2. C is equal to A plus 2. So this has to be 24. And this is 26. Okay. Area of the triangle will be 240, 120. This is negative economy. This is x plus 5 into x minus 3 divided by x plus 2 into x minus 9. This will be negative if and only if, right? So we'll multiply this into x plus 2 into x minus 9. Roots will be minus 5, minus 2, 3 and 9. 4 of them are there, so this will be positive, this will be negative, positive, negative and positive. So it has to lie between 3 and 9 or minus 2 and minus 5. What? Yeah, this one. If 5 minus plus 4 is equal to log 10 and 100x. One pain. Okay, the base is the same, so I think it should be okay. This is 10 to the power 5 divided by square root of 1 plus x into 1 minus x whole square is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus x square, correct? And we can cancel this, and this will be square root of 1 minus x. So 1 minus x to the power 5 by 2 is equal to 10 to the power minus 5. This is minus 1. 1 minus x is equal to 1 by 100, 99 by 100. Okay, 99. Akbar and Anthony are working on a project. A1, A2, A3. Working together, Aman and Akbar can complete a project in 1 year. Akbar and Anthony can complete in 16 months. Amar, Akbar, Anthony. Okay. Amar and Anthony, these two can complete it in 2 years. The person who is nearest less works a lot than the months it takes to complete the project. Okay, it's not difficult. This is 4 by 3. Let the total work be 12. So A1 plus A2 will be 12 A2 plus A3 will be equal to 12 divided by 4 by 3 is 9. Okay, and A1 plus A3 is equal to 6. I add all of them up and divide by 2, so this is 18, 27, 13.5. That is A1 plus A2 plus A3. So A3 is equal to 1.5, A1 is equal to 4.5, and A2 is equal to 7.5. So this guy, if he's taking months, right? Yeah. So it will be 12 divided by 4.5 years into 12. This is 24 by 9, 8, 3, 4, 32. 32 months. X0, X1. Again, not doesn't seem to be a simple question. X0 is 1, X1 is 2, Xn plus 2. Okay, what is X2? This is equal to 1 plus 2, that is 3. 7, 3. X4, X3 is equal to 1 plus 3, that is X3. I'm gonna solve this, man. I'll come to the next one. Strength of an indigo solution percentage is equal to indigo in grams per 33%, so there is 17%. Okay, so I can calculate. This is 33 into 8 is 264. This is 17 into 8 is 136. The part of the solution is thrown away and replaced by an equal amount of volume of solution from the second bottle. Okay. The strength in the indigo in the first bottle is now changed to 21%. As this is the solution left in the second bottle. Okay, interesting, very interesting question. So let it be 8 is 168. Okay. 168 is equal to 33 into 800 minus P plus 17. I have to calculate it and then left to make it simple. This is 43P. Let the weight be W1 and this be W2. So this is C by W1 and this is 2C by W2. Okay, we are told that 2C by W2 is equal to 0.88. This is 0.44 or W1 equal to 0.44 W2. then the percentage by which the weight of the chocolate exceeds the weight. W2 okay, 127 seems fine. Again, I'm not super happy with the way I'm solving it because I'm not able to do properly. The natural numbers, okay. The first one has 1, the next one has 3, next one has 5 odd numbers. Okay, the sum of the numbers in the 15th group. Okay. So the last number of the 15th group let me try to solve this by 10 minutes left. Come on, man. Okay, the last number in the 15th group will be 15 square, 225. The last number in the 14th group will be 196. So basically I need to calculate the sum of 197 plus dot 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 plus 225. This will be, what is 197 plus 225? The number of numbers is 25 plus 4, right? 29 numbers will be there, correct? 197, 198, 199, 3, 6, 26, yeah, 29. And what is the sum of these two? I'm not thinking probably, so I'll just use this. 227 plus 196 by 2 into 29. Okay, come on, let me try to solve this one first. If R is a constant such that mod of x square has exactly 3 distinct real numbers with the value of R. Okay, let me use each one of them and I'll go from options. So this will be x square minus 4x minus 13 is equal to 17, and x square minus 4x minus 13 is equal to minus 17. So put it here, this is plus 4, right? This is f of x square. This is x minus 2. And this will be, yeah, I think this 17 is solving. Now I have 5 questions. Let me start with this one. This is an easy question. Come on, focus. 2 times cos each other and turning over. Faster 10 is 160 meters. Okay, 12 seconds. So the other one will cross the lamp pole in 2 seconds, right? Right? Okay, I found out that the other one is 42 kilometers per hour. Okay, 42 kilometers per hour is 42 into 5 by 18. Okay, space 35 by 3 meter per second. Correct? This is 35 by 3 meter per second. And the first one is 160 by 12. What is 160 by 12? It is 40 by 3. Correct? So sum of them is 75 by 3, which is 25 meter per second. 25 into 14, right? That is 350. 190 probably is true. But I'm not super happy. Okay. Come back to this. Okay, let me do this. A is 21 less than the number of patients in. So we have A, the number of people is A, and number of patients in B is A plus 21. Average time taken in B is X, average time taken in A is X plus 3, correct? The sum of the recovery days of all the patients in A and B is 200. So A into X plus 3 is equal to 200. And then sum is A plus 21 into X has to equal 152. The average recovery days. Okay, A can be 4. No. What is 152? 152 has to be 1, 2. I'll just look at this one. This is 152, 76, 38. One of these has to be A plus 21, right? So I'm not able to figure out why this is not working out. I don't think I've read this properly. Some of the recovery days is 200 and B is 152. So it means that A plus 21 into X is 152, right? The average recovery days of patients admitted is 3 more than average recovery days is 3 more than the average. Because this will make it 55, which is not a factor of 200. This will make it 17, again not a factor. I think I'm missing out some number which is a factor, which is 1, 2. This is what 19. If I divide this by 19, what is it? 19 into 8, right? This has to be 19 into 8, right? There are no other factors. 1, 2, 4, 8, 19, 38, 76, and 152. One of these has to be A plus 21. So the value of A, I'm not getting it, man. Four. Let's try this. Come on. This is 1. Then we have 2. X2 is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by 1 plus 2 divided by 1. This is 3. X3 is equal to 1 plus 3 divided by 2, which is 2. X4 is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by 1 plus 2 divided by 3, which is 4 by, which is 1. Okay, X5 is equal to 1 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 1. X6 is equal to 1 plus 1 divided. I think it will be 1, right? Okay, cool. Not bad. Okay, let's solve for 5 consecutive ones in the picture. 10, 20, 25, 25, and 50. F. This is F by 2. First it is F by 10 per kg. The second it is F by 20. And the third it is F by 25. Yeah, this will be 1 by 10, 1 by 20, 1 by 25. This is 1 by 25. And this is 1 by 50, right? This is the amount of onions I'm purchasing. Okay, overall. The total I'm just going with my gut. This will be by 100. This is 10 plus 5 plus 4 and 4 is 8 plus 2. This is 18. This is 18 plus 1 is 24. So this is 4. It should be 20. Yeah. I can't explain this, but I know that that will be correct. The number of integers, this also I'll try to get correct. N minus 16 and n minus 100, right? We're just looking at n minus 16 less than n minus 100. Okay. So this won't work. Hmm? Yeah, I don't think I'm getting this correct. Again, this should not be a very difficult. We have to just take 3 cases and solve it. So if n is less than 100, n is less than 20, then this will be overall, I'm not super happy with my performance. I got fine. Yeah, clearly I didn't do very well. Score of 45. I think this also is partly because I was not super concentrated at the start. At the start, I think I was making many silly mistakes. I was not able to think properly. Really, I thought this was fairly straightforward. Maybe I was making many silly mistakes also. I think probably because, yeah, let me try to see how this is. Yeah, this is what I thought. The average recovery days need not be integers. Because I assumed that both a and x are integers, that's where I got stuck. And this question I think has ruined a lot of my time. Should have been solved easily.